Hey you guys, what's up? It's your girl Tash. Welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you had an amazing Christmas, and furthermore, I hope that you're going to have an amazing new year. What's everybody doing? Do you have any plans? Are you going to parties? What are you doing? So I'm going to go hang out with my parents on New Year's. Well, New Year's Eve. My fiance has to work, so we don't really go out and party anymore anyways. Like, he's 25, I'm 35, and we're actually kind of homebodies or whatever, and I'm cool with that. My partying days are over, so I would rather be at home curled up on the couch with my dogs and my fiance, just sitting here chilling, watching movies, watching the ball drop, or whatever. But hey, if you're gonna party, that's your thing, do your thing. Because you know what? It is what it is. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, I'm going to be discussing the new Wet n Wild Color Icon 10 pan palettes. It took me about a month to get my hands on these, so when I finally did, I was like, wicka slim shady. I had a lot of coffee today. Don't hate on me. Anyway, so back to the reason we are here, the shadow palettes. So I'm really hoping that the lighting is okay in here for me to swatch these so that you guys can see them. As I'm swatching them, I'm going to talk to you about my experience with these. Now, I did not test these out for like a week, 2 weeks, none of that crazy-ish, only because I have been wearing Wet n Wild for like the last 15, 16, actually plus years, because I've been wearing makeup for a long time, and Wet n Wild was one of the first brands that I ever had the pleasure of experimenting and playing with, so I know their formula. Now, these are the same exact formula as, excuse me, I don't drop them. These are the exact same formula as the previous 10 shadow pan palettes that they came out with, where they reformulated their formula and actually added some shades in for us. So thank you, Wet n Wild, because you did that. You made the eyeshadow game, like, they changed the eyeshadow game and made it more affordable for people who cannot afford to go out and buy all of the high-end shadows. So, Wet n Wild, thank you. Not sponsored, not sponsored. I just want to put that out there. It's not sponsored. I did buy these with my own money. So, actually, we're only going to be talking about 3 of the 4 shadow palettes that they actually released, because they actually messed up my order, which, hey, no shade, no tea, because they did fix it. I'm actually waiting for the 4th palette to come in the mail. So when that one comes, I will test that one out, and I will just do a separate video for it, because I actually have some other products that can go along with that. Yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. We'll make another video. So we're going to talk about the first 3 that I actually did receive. I have worn. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen the looks that I've actually posted with these, and I will follow up with the 3rd palette that I'm actually wearing today. So I will post a look on that one as well later, either before or after I upload this video. I'm rambling today. I need to lay off the coffee, y'all. Anywho, so in place of that last palette that I did order, they also released some Color Icon bronzers, and they accidentally sent me one of those in the shade What Shady Beaches. So I'm going to actually be reviewing that instead of the other palette that I am waiting on. Note to self, do not drink half a pot of coffee before you come into your studio to film. Oh, also, hey, you guys, really quick before we get into this, like, do you guys notice that things are a little bit different in here? I'm going to do a studio tour before long for Christmas. I didn't want to seem like I was bragging, so I didn't do a what I got for Christmas video. So I'll just kind of tell you guys a few things here. My mom and my brother and my dad and my fiance, and I have the most supportive family ever. Like, when I lost my job, I got super serious, and I was like, I want to do YouTube. Like, I want to do YouTube full time. And so they have been so supportive of me. My brother's wife as well, which is my sister-in-law, Val. You guys, like, I'm not going to tear up in this video, so I'm just going to say it. Like, they helped me get my camera that I'm filming on now. It is a super nice camera, like, and I still pinch myself all the time because I'm like, I can't believe that they're so supportive of this. My mom, she hooked me up with my ring light that I'm filming with now, and then also these, they're not the Alex drawers, they're the dupes, but this is what I wanted. And again, I'll give you guys a studio tour, but I'm I'm all over the place with this because I'm so thankful that I have people in my life that love and care about me this much and that are so supportive as these guys are. They are like the most amazing people, and I am so lucky. So I'm gonna stop being all, you know, mushy and dramatic, and I'm gonna get into my review of these palettes and get my wipes here so that I can wipe all this stuff off. So first of all, back into the reason we are here. Okay, first of all, if you guys know Wet n Wild, you know their formula is bomb. So you're gonna get 10 eyeshadows in each palette. These are $5 a piece. They're $4.99. You're gonna get some super pigmented eyeshadows, which these are. These do not disappoint at all. I'm gonna start out with the VIP Purple palette, which is this guy right here. She is super gorgeous. This is an all cool toned palette. What I love about this is that they finally gave us a cooler toned palette like this one, because lately the game has been warm tones, warm tones, warm tones, warm tones, and like I felt like for the longest time I was not wearing any cool tone shadows. And to me, having brown eyes, cool tones look bomb. So when I dipped into this, I was just like, ah. It is super gorgeous, you guys. These shades are really pigmented. There's kick up, you know, I mean, they're affordable eyeshadows. And to me, even some of my higher end eyeshadows have fallout. That is not a game changer for me. So I'm just going to put it out there with all three of these. They all have kick up. They all have fallout. Just make it easier on yourself. Do your eyeshadow first and then do your base afterwards. So I'm going to go ahead and get into swatching these. In this VIP palette here, you are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes, and the rest are shimmers. So you're getting some pinks, some purples, some browns. This is a super gorgeous palette. I'm just going to start at the top with the transition shade and start swatching these. Gosh, that was the awkward silence in the room. Now I will say I don't believe that swatches actually tell the true story of the palette or the eyeshadow, whatever you're swatching. Obviously, you want to see how they perform on the eye. If you guys, again, follow me on Instagram, I did post some looks that I did with these palettes, so you can kind of see the looks that I got out of them, and maybe that will help determine whether or not you are loving it enough to go out and buy it. But I always say, like, don't always go by how it looks on someone else. Like, just get it yourself and try it, like, if that's what you want to do, because we all apply makeup differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you're playing with makeup. So anyhow, what I swatched on my arm is this shade and then down to here. So these are the shades. Gosh, this is so hard to do because my ring light is like bouncing off my arm. So hopefully you guys can see that. They're super pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the other side now. I'll start with that pink shade and these purples. Oh my god, you guys. When I was playing with these, it was like taking me back because like I have not worn cool tones probably for the last, gosh, like at least 2 years. So, which doesn't seem like a long time, but like when I started out with makeup, like that's primarily, okay, Medea. So seriously though, when I started out with makeup, primarily what I wore was cool tones. I can't remember if my mom kind of swung me with the cool tones, like this is what you should wear. I'm pretty sure she helped me, because when I started out with makeup, my mom was always the one buying my makeup or teaching me, like, you know, you're cool toned, so you wear cool tones. Like, I just think that's so cool. That memory just popped in my head. Okay, so next what I swatched was this row right here all the way down to that transition shade. Hopefully you guys can see those. They are super pigmented, and as you know, to me, Wet n Wild shadows, like, these are kind of buttery, you guys. Like, I'm just really blown away by these and how affordable they are. Now, in my opinion, these do last all day long. Like, I had no issues with them whatsoever. These bad boys stayed on until I took them off. So that is like insane for a $5 palette. Like, I don't know. When I get shadows like this and they perform just as well as my high end, I'm hooked. The next one I'm going to go into is called Cosmic Collision. Now this one is absolutely stunning. This is the palette that I have on my eyes today. So again, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see a look that I did, which is what I'm wearing right now. So anyways, again, here is the palette. I'm going to go ahead and start swatching from the transition shade down the right side. Girl. So anywho, have any of you tried these palettes out? Have you been able to get your hands on them? Again, it took me about a month because I had to wait until they released them online. I went to every Walgreens within a 50-mile radius of myself. Actually, further, because the doctor's office that I go to is in a city, and I drove up there and I still looked, I could not find them. So if you can find them at Walgreens, props to you. If not, hurry on over to Wet n Wild. This video is not sponsored. I just don't want you guys to have to go through what I went through to get these. So just go to wetnwild.com and order them. I was just on there yesterday buying some new releases because, well, Wet n Wild is killing it right now with the releases, and I just ordered a bunch of new stuff. So hashtag we will have another Wet n Wild video coming soon after I test those products out. We're going to go down this side right here, all the way down to that mustardy transition shade that you guys can see. Oh my god, this black. Whew. When you guys see the black in this palette and the other palette that I have sitting here, you're going to flip. These are some of the best blacks that I have used. A lot of times I notice that blacks and eyeshadow palettes are either super patchy, or when you go to apply them on the eye, it's almost like they turn gray. And these two palettes do not do that. When you apply these to the eye, they are black. Like, and I love that. Because a lot of times that's why I don't use black, because I don't want to have to sit there and build and build and build and build. And then when you blend it out, it starts turning gray and then white and so on and so forth. These don't do that. So here is the last row in the Cosmic Collision palette. Do y'all see this black right here? Do you see that? Oh my god, it's so good. I'm actually wearing this shade right here on my lids today. It is absolutely stunning, you guys. It's like this beautiful cosmic, and I say cosmic because that's what it reminds me of. It's like this beautiful periwinkle, purpley blue. Here, maybe you can see it better this way, hopefully. I won't even know until I do a playback because I cannot see in my monitor right now. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's so, so, so pretty. I put this on my eyes today, y'all, and I was like, woo, my god, girl. Woo, it is so, so good. Again, as you can see, these kind of stain a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let me retract that because I don't want anybody tripping thinking that they're going to stain their eyes. They don't stain your eyes. They're just so well formulated that they last all day. And so, you know, they stay on until you take them off. The next palette that we're going to go into is the last palette, sadly. Again, I'm still waiting for one. And this one is called my Glamour Squad. This was actually the first palette that I tested out. And this is what it looks like. A lot of people are saying that this one looks like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. I had to think of what it was. That's why I was kind of dragging out that Anastasia Beverly Hills. To me, they're similar, but I don't see where this palette looks like it's a dead-on dupe. So don't not go buy that palette if you want it, because they're not dead-on dupes. Again, they're very similar, but I'd still rather have both. Excuse me, if you see me do that, it's because, like I said before, they do have some fallout in them. Again, not a deal breaker for me. They're affordable, and they are absolutely beautiful. So here is the first row from the first transition shade down, right before the last transition shade. Do you guys see those shades? Gosh, I hope you can see them. They're so, 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 so pretty. I love them. Again, the black in this one is super opaque. When you go to blend this puppy out, she stays black. She does blend very, very nicely as well, but you're going to get a black shadow, not gray, not off-white. Oh, they're just so beautiful. And the shimmers, I would say they do apply beautifully to the eye, but if you want, like, in your face, super opaque, I would wet the brush. I mean, to me, even my high-end shadows need a little bit of help every now and then, and I don't mind that. If you want super, super, super intense, you're gonna have to wet your brush. Not a game changer for me either because, well, it is what it is. I don't know, I think I double swatched one of these, but this is the second row to the left all the way down the palette to the last transition shade here. Hopefully you guys can see this one. In my viewfinder, it kind of looks like you can't. That's why I'm moving my hand all around. So anyways, yeah, that was the last palette there. Again, these are super pigmented and opaque. These are really buttery and creamy. In my opinion, some people said that, well, I only watched 2 reviews, so I'll just put it out there. One of them said that one of the palettes was kind of dry. Maybe they just got like a bad palette or something. I don't know. Mine are super creamy. And so, yeah, I really love these. I think that for $4.99, $5, they're a great addition to your collection, especially if you're just looking to add to your collection, or if you are a beginner with makeup and you want to try some pops of color. There's some beautiful shades in here. And for $15, you're getting 30 shades. I mean, you cannot go wrong. For $20, you're going to get 40 shades. That's a hell of a deal. And they're so good, you guys. If you know, you know. Alright, the next item we're going to talk about is that Color Icon bronzer. Hi, baby. My doggy just came to say hello. He likes to come sit in his chair in here. Come here, baby. Get in your chair. Get in your chair so Mama can finish your video. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Come here. Well, come on. Come to Mama. Say hi. Say hi, guys. Say hello, YouTube. Say hi. I love you. Oh, yeah. It's my baby. Alright. Let Mommy finish and then we'll snuggle by the fire. So anyways, we're going to talk about that Color Icon bronzer. What's Shady Beaches? I'm sorry, you guys. Not only has Wet n Wild been killing it with their formula lately, they have been killing it on these shade names as well. I just love them. They're so good. And I love that they tend to be keeping up with the trends. Sometimes I think that they actually do better than what some of these other companies are coming out with. And I love that because, again, they are affordable. And even over the years, they have not changed. Like, they're not upping their prices on us. They're not to where it's not affordable. And so I'm just, yeah, I'm Wet n Wild all the way. Always will be. So again, here is that bronzer. You're getting a huge pan of this. This is not like the Wet n Wild bronzers that they came out with in the limited edition collections. To me, this is, I don't want to say double the size, but it's pretty big. Those were a little bit smaller. This one you are getting, I can't see how many grams you're getting, but you're getting a huge bronzer. This is going to last forever. Now, upon first swatch, when I first swatched this on my hand, and this is why I don't always trust swatches, this appeared to be orange, which you guys can probably, if you can see this, you can probably see exactly what I'm talking about. But when I blend this out on my face, I'm going to try to blend it out on my hand so you can see. When I blend it out on my face, especially for these winter months, it deems to be a very beautiful bronzing shade. I could also use this as a blush. They do have, I want to say 4 shades total of this, but don't quote me. I don't have the website pulled up here right now. But yeah, I think that it's a beautiful bronzer, and I think on even lighter skin tones, this would be absolutely gorgeous. Again, with this formula right here, this is super creamy. Again, there is some kick up, but who cares? I mean, they're powders. There's going to be kick up. This one, I believe, is only $4.99 as well, so it is super affordable, like always. So yeah. That is all that I have to talk about today in today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out. If you didn't enjoy it, keep it real. Give me a thumbs down. I do enjoy constructive criticism and feedback. So, yeah, just leave me a comment, but don't be nasty and hateful. Like, I don't like that. Anyway. So yeah, I'm going to close out today's video with, I hope that you all have an amazing and happy and safe New Year's Eve and New Year's with your friends, family, and loved ones. And I hope that you will subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed. I would love to have you here. I love chatting with you guys, getting messages from you guys, hearing about what you're loving, what you're not loving. It has been super fun already just off the bat. I've actually already made a friend. Hi, Shelby. And yeah, so I will link Shelby's channel down below. She is super fun to watch, and if you guys have been paying attention to the comment section, Shelby and I have been kind of going back and forth talking just about makeup products, and I absolutely love that. I love to talk makeup with anyone and everyone. So if you want to drop me a line down below, I will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, if you are not following me on Instagram, please do so at Budget Divas Closet. And I will see you guys in my next video. Again, have a safe and happy new year, and I will see you next time. Bye!